All right, time for was it day 4 of 14 now? Looks like we're having a little profit taking session across the board on cryptos. But I do want to get one little thing out of the way. And I want to show you this EOS chart. So you guys saw my video on Monday, right? So we're all on the same page. Monday, the 19th. Right? And then my video. All right, so here's this video. This fella I had on. You can see I uploaded it March 18th that evening. And March 19th, which is Monday, so Sunday to Monday morning, it came out for everybody to see. Now, do you think, for 1 second, me doing a video right here, March 18th, somewhere around this time frame, it's getting down to the low four, it actually hit 396. Okay, notice the time. We're almost into March 19th right here. So Jay makes a comment in our trade call group about EOS, where it's moving or whatever, and if it starts basically going the other way, starts to go up, he'll go ahead and you know, get some orders in there. Matter of fact, hang on 1 second. I'm just going to read it. Now, remember, he posted this Sunday, the 18th. I also mentioned a few days back I was starting to get back into EOS slowly, thinking more downside was to come, which he was right, and to not go all in. This level is holding pretty good, and we had a huge volume spike a few days ago on the hammer day. We had not traded below that hammer, and in fact, the chart is almost a mirror image of BTC. And then he said that right after that, if we break up, you know, to the upside, I will add again, but still holding some for that possible dip lower. Okay. So he's telling everybody in the trade call group, I'm going to hold, I'm not going to dump all that I had planned for this position to go into it. I'm going to hold a little bit back in case it does go a little bit lower. But if not, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, not that he's not going to do it, but he's going to go into the position anyways, but hold a little back in case it goes lower. Why? So that if it does go lower, you cost average down even more. That way, when it goes back up, you're making even more money. So do you think, by chance, here's the 18th. Jay gives out this information that night. My video is released the next day because I have great news. Talking to this guy, that video I just showed you. And this happens. Look at the volume, 24-hour volume. $327 million. 500, $500 million. That's right, B. Dollars. 600, almost 700, whatever, $679 billion. Where do we get here? 775, oh, excuse me, $805 billion. Or million, sorry, not billion, $1 million. And it looks like it even went higher over here, right? 829. Guess what? My video was how many days old? Now that today's the 22nd, what's that volume at? Over $1 billion. Do you think for 1 second, because I'm going to say this because I really don't appreciate very few comments, but there are some comments of people telling us our trade call group sucks and it's this and it's that. Then they go to some other group, which is fine. You don't have to stay. Oh, they got this one right. You guys suck. And then that group gets the next 2 or 3 wrong in a row. And then they're bad-mouthing that group. Because believe me, we follow this stuff around. We know these groups too. Matter of fact, Jay has in-depth conversations with some of these groups, the top guys, just about crypto stuff. But we also talk about, oh, you lost over 50% of your customers. And, oh, you lost, you know, you're shutting your whole trade group down. We have 3/4 of what we had in January and February trade calls group, just FYI. 3/4 of that stayed and renewed for April. FYI. Because people also see value. Joe, you guys when we were begging you to get back in. Other trade calls are giving calls. Why aren't you guys? Why aren't you guys? Jay said, Bitcoin here, and it's down here. We ain't where we need to be yet. And it all is based off of Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin moves, the whole freaking market moves. So, sure enough, failed trade call from these groups. We held people tight. We're helping you save your money for now until the right call was ready to come out. So the right call was ready to come out. We talked about it Sunday night. He said, look, I'm following it. If it goes down a little further, I want to get some. However, starts to go up, I'm going to go ahead and get in it. That's essentially what he said on there. It went up. And because people think that old JSNP4 can come out here, do a video. And yes, I understand sometimes I'll do a video and it'll move a market. Some of the coins I've talked about where it really moved were very, 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 very low cap coins. Market cap. I mean, really low compared to this kind of stuff. So again, does anybody think that in my single video with that guy on here, who doesn't even work for EOS, he doesn't work for them at all, could move $1 billion? $1 billion because I open my mouth? Come on, let's get real. The answer is no. So this was a good call. And I'm seeing comments, and not one of the comments who claims to be in the trade call group will say, you know what, your EOS call was fantastic. However, there were some early ones in January that went up and then came down and just sat there and didn't do good. Right, we're still in those trades. We're waiting for those. That's fine. But it's funny how nobody will mention any of the other ones, including some of the ones I threw out as a bone on the trade call group. Some went to 200% within a day or two. Well, one in particular. And then a couple of the other ones popped very, very nicely over the next few days. So nobody, for whatever reason, out of these few people who like to troll, are willing to say, yeah, you've actually had some good ones, but you've got some bad ones that we're sitting on waiting on. And I'm trying to remind everybody, and this goes for anybody's trade call group, not just me. This is anybody in crypto. Do we have to keep reminding everybody? Mt. Gox's trusty craphead sell-off caused the market to absolutely tank. All those calls Jay was given in December that were absolutely phenomenal, epic. Moving like what we just saw EOS do here, like 3 days later. Oh my gosh, it's $4 something to $7 something it went up to. Huge money right there could have been made. I hope a bunch of y'all made some money on that move. At least one in the trade call who would have gotten that information first when Jay said what he was going to do watching EOS. So if Mt. Gox comes out and does what they did, the trustee, it's going to cause the whole market to come down. So again, while other groups are giving out calls, we're holding back because we concede. Nope, we're still in the bear market right now. Nope. Yeah, but they're getting, nope. Trust us. Wait. Sure enough, played out great. But I understand the clock's ticking. Some people have paid and they're waiting for calls to come out, but we're saving you from yourselves at the same time. We're getting into even worse calls or worse trades. So market is definitely in recovery mode, but it's still not at the level Jay has said a million times before we really start pounding out some calls, because what has happened recently will happen with other call groups. They give calls, failed. Then they badmouth those people, go to another trade call group. Oh, they win. I'm over there, been over there for 3 days. I've already got a great trade. And then next thing you know, the trade fails. Or another call comes out, fails. Another one comes out, fails. And then they move on to another trade group. They're just bouncing around. Remember that story I told you about Dan at my job? Like, Dan, just buy these cryptos and sit on them. Litecoin, this one, just sit on them. These Litecoin's down and that one's up. I got to move it over there. Then that one goes down. All right, Bitcoin Cash. Let me go over there to Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash goes down. He's down a couple grand now. I think he told me he was up at 12,000, then he was down to 10,000 doing that. I'm like, Dan, if you'd just left it alone, you'd have been way better because you got in that Litecoin at $100. He's like, yeah, I know. But the point being is, he could have been that guy. He wasn't, but he could have easily said, oh, I went and got this such and such coin and it went up for a split second and then went down and now he's down. So it sounded good at first. I'm a badmouth everything else over here, all these other coins, because this one went up and I made a great decision. Then it goes down. Well, I'm leaving that coin now. That coin ain't worth nothing. Let me go over to this coin. Yeah, that one's going up. Oh, it's down now. Right? So now you're badmouthing that coin. That coin's not good. Where else do I go? Just sit back and relax. So People want this immediate return on their money on, on trade calls or anything. You give a call out, it needs to pop right away. Well, here's one for you. EOS just came out. Did my video, boom. And no, I can't possibly move $1 billion market from one stupid video. So let's get real there. It's not a, $2 million market cap coin or even like a 10 million market cap. This thing's moving $1 billion freaking dollars. So I want to get that out of the way because some people are willing to say that we suck and not even, and immediately after this has just happened. Great call on EOS. Not a word. Huh. No credit at all. Give me your order number so I can make sure you're a real customer. No comment. Is this other trade call groups bad-mouthing us by chance? For their own profit potential? I don't know. But I need to get that out of the way. The fact that we have 3/4 of the amount of people we had in January come back for April, meaning they understand exactly what's happening. They do appreciate us not giving calls when we shouldn't be giving calls. Waiting it out. Oh, there's a good one. Talk about it. Joe, hey, I got some information. Trade call group. Check this out. Boom. Let me give that out. And they've worked so far. And there's going to be a lot more to come. When the market recovery really happens, when it's punching you in the face here in the near future, all those people, they're going to be rushing right back over, sending me emails, creating tickets. Joe, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. No, the group's closed right now. Like I said, Saturdays is it. We're not going to let any more in for the month of April. It's over at that point. And we're totally fine with that. So it's what's going to happen. Market goes down, I'm leaving, you suck. Market goes up, you guys are great. You've picked some really good ones. Everybody's loving life. Jay warned me about this from day one. He said, Joe, when you put that website up, and remember, I want to remind everybody of this because maybe people, we have such short memories. When I brought Jay on in December, Joe, I really don't want to focus on the trade call stuff. I'd rather just do an educational platform where I show them all these, the charts and whether it's Elliott Wave, we touch on certain things. We'll have a beginning thing like a beginner's kind of a course or whatever. Then we'll have an intermediate, like an advanced course, and then we'll finish it off with the final one. And he added the Elliott Wave as well to that final one, the module 4 or whatever. But he said, I really don't want to focus on that. And I said, well, why not? There's money to be made. People are going to make trades. You've got a great record. You've already shown us a bunch of your calls here for free. This is great. And he said, well, and he explained how people get. Everything's fine until somebody pays for something and it doesn't go the way they think it was supposed to go in their mind. Well, we've got 3/4 of our customers coming back. That doesn't mean the other quarter think we suck. It just might mean they're like, well, I don't either A, I don't want to do it anymore. Maybe they do think we suck. They don't want to do it. Or maybe they're waiting for some big profits to come back in and then they'll come back. It doesn't matter. People do what they want to do. But if you guys recall, and my videos are still up, I had to basically beg him for everybody who was begging me to let him do it. And he said, I have a very small group of people that have been with him for many, many years in the Forex world and the stock world and all that stuff. That he said, I got a real small group, and that's all I was going to deal with. So I'm like, oh, great. Well, now my people have heard me talk about it. Now they want in. So we open it up a little bit. Okay, let's open up a little bit more. Open up a little bit more. And it's me pushing him the whole time. It was me pushing him. You think we could add another 100 people? I mean, you think it really matters? There's a lot of market cap out there, Jay. Yeah, we could probably do that. Right? So it was old Snippy doing it for people who were asking me. It wasn't my idea, nor was it his. But we can do it, and we are doing it. But there's going to be FUD comments that you see from time to time. If you don't believe them, don't believe them. If you do believe them, you're going to believe them. Nothing I can do here to help you. And I just want to make it clear because I'm getting some FUD comments right now, and nobody's mentioning some of the great calls we've made. They're not mentioning it at all. Just, you had a bunch of failed calls, and that's it. Like, well, okay, but what about the good ones? That's the name of trade calls. The least amount of bad ones versus a lot of good ones. That's what the goal is, right? And I've got a guy who made phenomenal calls in December. So when this market turns around, the calls that will be coming, boom, boom, that one's up, sell, boom, done, next, boom, boom, done, next. It's going to happen really quickly. but it's not going to happen quickly in a down market. You've got to be patient. So I just want to get that out of the way, because a lot of people out there aren't really being fair when they try to bash us, and it might be for another trade group gain to come over to my channel, talk crap on my channel, so that they can then go take them over to their trade call group. I mean, let's face it, Silver Goldman does it all the time. He's got his own little trading platform. You'll learn how to trade with Silver Goldman. Worst thing you ever saw in your life, by the way. It's in his best interest to talk crap about me and Jay, right? So it's like a competitor talking crap about another one. But anyways, let's get into cryptos. Fourth day, again, out of a 14-day deal. And anyone new, we're talking 14-day. What do you mean 14-day? The 14-day thing was Cliff High's Webbot, which is very accurate with cryptocurrency price movements and timing as well, said the last 2 weeks of March, it should start being positive for cryptos finally. And words like, restored confidence, being very confident, prices, confidence in prices, like all that kind of language was attached to those last 2 weeks. And I've said, okay, well, wow, Monday was day one of those 2 week periods. 14 days is what I was saying. Green day. Tuesday, green day. Wednesday, green day. 3 in a row. And I'm saying, guys, there's going to be a sell-off at some point. Someone's going to take some profits. Today seems to be that day. But notice these numbers you see on your screen. Bitcoin down what? 2.5%. Ethereum, 4%. Right? Litecoin, 2.6%. Cardano, 6.39%. But look at where it was just a few days ago. Cardano's a great example because market was down. This was me on the weekend. Again, free of charge on YouTube. Guys, I'm going shopping. My video's still there. I'm going freaking shopping today. This one, Ethereum, blah, blah. I told you my video's still there. This is when this is happening. So not only did EOS pop really nicely, but here's another one that did real well. Cardano at nearly 13 cents here, right? 13 cents. 22 cents. Not quite 100% gain. 26 cents would be 100%, but damn it, is this not great? So yesterday, as you can see, the 21st, it's at 22.6 cents. Almost 23 cents, whatever. We're only down a little bit here, 19 cents. Well, actually 19.4 cents. And then now we're at right this second, which is 20.2 cents, if you will. So the reason I'm showing you that example is because, well, let me go back real quick. When this was happening, right here, when this was happening, this was the last 3 days. Up 20%, 30%. Oh my God, like it was going crazy, excuse me. Cardano was actually had some really high numbers as far as percentages goes. But all of these, this whole screen you see here, these are like single digits, mostly, right? 8%, that's up though. EOS is still up. In the face of all this, right? Which is another thing I want to say. In the face of all this, Trader Boss on Sunday did say, I'm saving a little bit back in case it does go a little lower, so I can put even more in. But if it starts to turn around, I'm going to put some money into EOS. That's what he said in the trade call group. In that particular coin, out of this sea of red, which again, it's not a lot of red, it's tiny red. This is the good kind of red. You don't want to see double digit, down days. But 8% up still. Red, 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 red. There's a little tiny green. Red, 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 red. Binance is green. Red, red, red. BitShares is up a hair. Red, right? I mean, what is this? Call this about 10 or 12 coins just as I go down here out of 100 that are green. Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 out of 100 coins on this particular page, right? The top 100 by market cap. So we happen to talk about one of the ones that's doing really good on that list in our trade call group the day before my video went out, and then the rally started occurring. The point is, I'm not going to sit here and take, even if though it's just a few little people bad-mouthing us, I'm not going to just sit here and take it and even allow some of it. I will delete some of those comments, because you're not going to come out here and tell us that we suck and not even mention even one of the many good calls we've had. And I'll be honest, I think there's people out there, which Trader Jay told me would happen. Joe, we're going to give calls and we're going to tell people like, hey, you've got $1,000. Each call comes out, put 10% in it. $100, 100, you know, and just as an example. Joe, I'm telling you right now, and this is before he okayed me even allowing the trade call group thing to go forward, when he was like, I don't know if I want to do it. And he said there's going to be people who put 80%, 90%, 100% of their money in the first call we give. Joe, I've done this. I've had groups of 25,000 people. Trust me, I'm telling you from experience. But that won't be everybody. Sure enough, I've had some conversations with some people through tickets, not maybe 3 or 4 tickets, who put more in than they shouldn't have put in, as an investment period, and then more in one particular trade call than they should have. Like he said, one person put 100% in, another person put 80% in. I remember those two specifically. That is not what we were teaching. But that person, if that coin's down, is really not happy. And in the world's eye, or his eyes, we suck. Because he or she put in 100% on a trade call or 80%. It didn't go well. We're still waiting on that one to recover. Then you can sell it. They are going to wait this whole time. Well, why am I waiting all this time? I want some new calls. Well, we gave them. Oh, but you don't have any more money to put in now. Correct. Is that is that our fault? You know what I mean? Like, we tried to tell everyone in the beginning, like, have some money for this. You're going to get multiple calls. Don't put it all in one thing. So, you know, it's a little aggravating sometimes when you see some of these trolls come out. And again, it makes me wonder, are they trying to just pull people to their trade call groups? It's very possible. But it is what it is. Competition is a good thing. But you don't hear me coming out here and naming any specific trade call group, which I know many, and saying, oh, they suck. Ours is better. I don't need to. I don't need to. So, and it's wrong. Honestly, it's just wrong. But $334 billion market cap. It's a profit-taking day, in my opinion. I don't see anything here that is screaming, uh-oh, you know, uh-oh. But does that mean tomorrow can't go down too? I mean, look, we just had like a 20% day, a 30% day, another 15, whatever, 20% day on a lot of those cryptos. If you got 3 red days in a row and it looked like this, at the end of the day, the third day, let's say, you're going to say, oh, well, 3% that day, let's just call it 3% every day, 3, 6, 9 to 10% down. Oh, man, we had 3. Okay, but only added 3% a day, whatever, 9, 10% down. But the other 3 days, we got 25, 30% or more. Right? Follow me? So it's crypto. There's going to be profit taking. There's going to be day traders. There's going to be big groups of pump and dumps. There's so many things affecting this market. But the good news is there's still more and more people joining in because the FUD is not working. It was really the Mt. Gox physical action of dumping huge amounts of crypto. In this case, excuse me, Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash was free, of course, because of the fork. And I do want to ask y'all a question because I was talking to Trader Jay yesterday, and he's like, man, the day before and today, meaning yesterday and the day before that, he's like, man, I went to go to Coinbase and buy some more Litecoin and stuff, and he said I put in the limit that I was given. You know how you have a limit on Coinbase of your weekly limit or whatever. And he's like, I put in Bitcoin and it said available immediately. I tried Ethereum, it showed right on the side available immediately. I set it to Litecoin and it said, and I think he told me 4 or 5 day, whatever, 5 day wait. So he's like, I changed the price a little bit and it still did it. So he's like, I still locked it in and did it. I don't mind waiting. I don't have a hurry to get into Litecoin. You know, it's mine. It'll have my name on it. He goes, but I'm wondering if there's a little supply issue behind the scenes. And I said, you know, that's a good point. Now, me talking to you right now, I tried this morning. I didn't try yesterday. I didn't try the day before, like when he was doing it. But I did try this morning to go to Coinbase. I didn't actually make a purchase, but I did put in my maximum limit, which mine was like 15K weekly limit. And I did all 3 coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, one at a time, to see if it would allow me to get ready to place that order. And all of them did say available now, like immediately, instant order, I think is what it said, available instantly. So I was like, okay. maybe they got their hands on some Litecoin. I don't know. So my question to you guys is, has anyone out there over the last 3 days, let's say 3 or 4 days, who knows, whatever, just tell me your story if this is the case, you know, recent times, did you notice the same thing that he noticed, where one or two of those coins, in this case it was Litecoin, he couldn't buy it and it say available immediately. He had to wait 5 days. The other two, Bitcoin and Ethereum, it was available immediately. Same amount of money worth, you know. So anyways, yeah, I'm just checking some things out here, guys. Reading the news cycles, and there's some nonsense out of ABC Australia. You know, study of the blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain, we found that there were some child pornography links embedded in one of the comment, you know, like the memo field or so, you know, of the blockchain, because you can attach a small amount of data to the transactions as a note. Bitcoin might be, you know, it might be illegal for you to hold if that's the case. Australia, ABC, get the hell out of here. Someone commented immediately. So I guess we should just ban all money too. It's illegal for us to handle money because that money was used for money laundering, child sex, you know, trafficking, all kinds of stuff. Is that too, you know, that's regular money. So is it illegal for us to hold that in our wallet, or what are you trying to say here? Now, ABC didn't exactly allow comments in their own website, the Australian ABC affiliate, whatever. But there was a section, if you had Facebook, you know, you could just log in and post, that kind of a thing. And post did the people. And I'm loving it because I'm seeing more and more and more of comments that agree with you and I. Blockchain ain't going away. This is FUD, and you're not tricking me. Essentially, you know, different ways of saying that, but those points getting across. And I'm waiting to hear someone that agrees. Like, you know, it reminded me of the old 9/11 videos from way early on, you know, 10 plus years ago. And you go on there and start talking about it, and you guys are conspiracy theorists, and that's it. And you're like fighting to be the one or two conspiracy persons talking on there, you know. Now you go back to those videos, and there's nobody in sight that's trying to toe the, you know, the official line or whatever. And it's just a bunch of conspiracy theorists, so to speak, talking in the 9/11 type of videos. And that's all you see, you know. So it's like people have changed their views at some point. And to see this already happening with crypto, it's a beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful thing. So this little down today, again, my opinion, there's just profit taking. All the technical analysis says we go up to here, 8,800, 9,000. And I'm sure those groups are doing their little scrapings and whatever. That's fine. But I think the overall picture is, baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. It's coming. It is coming. I'm telling you guys. And it's going to be great. And yeah, you know, the reason I wanted to just focus a minute on the trade call stuff, you know, because it's kind of like a personal attack sometimes against me. You know, that kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. You know, like, wait a minute. You know, Joe's taking your trade call money and buying himself jet skis and boats and RVs. Does anyone remember when I got this house? It was before I met Trader Jay, and I mean, I've had some conversations with him. Unbeknownst to me, he was that guy. A couple email conversations about moving large amounts of money to make trades, and banks shutting him off was the conversation, shutting him out. But before we ever did any kind of partnership together in December, for example, prior to that time, I did my own moves, my own money, my own crypto, got this house, got the down payment, could have paid the house off even in December, early December, like before he and I did, again, before my website was even up, the Cryptos Class website. I could have paid the house off and still had crypto. I chose not to. Why? Because I know where they were going. So all these people, they're just jealous. Jelly. Don't be jelly. I'm trying to take everybody with me who's willing to listen. Yeah, we have some paid services. Yeah, we have some paid courses. You don't have to have them. I did my Neo video that night, released it the next morning. The trade call people essentially heard Jay talking about it. Not my video, but EOS. I don't know if I just said Neo. EOS. My video comes out. It does great. And I had a couple people comment, why the hell didn't you put that in the trade calls? I'm thinking, my reply, are you a member? Because, I mean, Jay didn't say Joe's doing a video tomorrow. He just said what he said about EOS. He's going to be getting in if it turns around. But he's not going all the way in because it might go lower and then he'll just add to it. But he's going to be going in. It went up. Guess what he did? He went in. Just like he said in the Telegram channel. I'm thinking, he said he was going to do it. What are you talking about? So, anyways, don't be jelly. Join the ride. And even where I was going with that is, I had the guy on for free. I'm not getting any kind of kickback. It's not a promotional, nothing. The guy's got incredible information about EOS, the guy that I had on. Shannon was his name, I believe. And he talked about his company in Australia he works for as well. Speaking of Australia, that does large buy and sells for people. If it's over 10K, you know, they're willing to work with you. If it's under 10K, they're not going to waste their time, you know. But it's a good way to get in and out large amounts of money, essentially, through their company. Totally legitimate company. But point here right now is my video bringing that guy on that morning was free. Nobody had to get a trade call or pay for it or anything. It was free. And even for free, if you got in early that morning, as you saw the video come out, oh, there's Joe's video. Wow, this guy sounds really like there's some really cool stuff with EOS. I think I want to get in. You could have still wrote it up over that day, those next few days, right? So here's the chart again. Let's look at this. EOS. 19th, 18th, 19th, right here. My video comes out. Here it is. Now we're the 20th. $6, 545, whatever. Gets up to 624, comes back down a little bit, 570 something, right? 550 there. But where's it been going? $5, $6, $7. Like, that was free. You could have scraped off some nice profit on that, as a matter of fact. So, I just don't know what people's problem are, is sometimes. Why they want to attack other people. It's just, I'm trying to take everybody with me. Am I not allowed to have a business partnership venture with somebody else that's also crypto related, and we're going to do great things together, all of us, not just me and him? Am I not allowed to make a couple bucks on the side helping this, this kind of stuff? Speaking of which, by the way, it's now taken. Maybe the EOS gods are listening to me speak right now. $7.03. It's up 10%, not 8%. You just gained another 2%. Jiminy Christmas. So, I know who I am. I know what I do for people and what I like to do and what makes me feel good. And that's helping other people, teaching other people, and taking as many people with me out of this debt-based slavery system to the so-called promised land that cryptos are offering all of us. God forbid I don't find a way to make some side cash on the way that, even if I didn't, would not stop me from doing these videos like I'm doing right now, and like the one I did Monday. I would have still had that guy on Sunday, whether I knew Trader Boss or not, or whether I had a trade call group or not, and I still would have been uploading it, and you would have seen it, and the price would have done exactly what it did anyways. Whether there's a trade call group, a partnership, a side thing I'm doing or not. I swear, people think everything has to be for free and it has to be the best information and you can't charge for it. On what planet are you living on? Yet I still do this stuff for free. So, it's not going to bother me. It's water off a duck's back, to be honest with you. But I will come out here and defend myself and my partner when it's necessary. And I can't believe none of those people would even mention one of the good calls, much less the one we just gave a matter of days ago. You're going to actually post immediately after that was talked about on the Telegram, our Telegram group. You're not even going to mention, well, besides that EOS one you just did, which is looking fantastic, by the way, these other 2 or 3 over here weren't that good. Nope. It just comes out as horrible calls and that's it. Have a nice day. Well, again, our sign-ups of previous people, 3/4 came back. In a crappy market, they came back because they see the value there. That was enough to let me know the trolls will be trolls. And that's it. So I'll keep you updated like I always do. There might be a video later. Maybe the market all of a sudden does a whoop-de-doo and turns back around. Hey guys, I'm sorry about my video earlier. little sell-off happened, but holy crap, it's back green again. Never mind. Like, you know what I mean? Cool stuff. So, anyways, wife's sitting over here hanging out while I'm over here blabbing. And, well, I won't say what I was going to say. But, let me go ahead and stop this video real quick. Thank you.